it's autumn, I'm just going to do a really quick review on the Hourglass palette that they came out with for this holiday season. Inside of it, it has 3 different ambient lighting powders. 2 of them are in the regular line, and then this one right here is exclusive to this palette. I'm not quite sure if they're eventually going to come out with it with the rest of the ambient lighting powders, or if it's just a limited edition and in this palette. So the colors are dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light. So this one is the, sorry about the mirror, but this one is the, maybe this is better. Okay, this one's the dim light. This is incandescent, which is the one exclusive to this palette, and this one is the radiant. I did have a chance to use all 3 of these, and I'm just going to kind of give you my thoughts on them. I do already own one of the other Hourglass powders, and this is in Diffused Light. So, and this one's more of a yellow all over setting powder or a very subtle highlighter. And these powders are meant to be dusted all over to kind of give just different lighting effects. But what I found from the new one that is in here is it's a little bit too shimmery, for me at least, to put all over my face. So I don't know if, here, I will swatch it here for you. And as you see there, dusted all over my face. Maybe if it was a very light dusting, it might be okay. But to me, that works as a highlighter, and it's a very pink toned highlighter. At least it shows up pink on my skin. This right here, which is the Radiant Light, and it's in the permanent line, it actually, I guess its job, it says, is to kind of, it works really well to maybe prolong a tan that you have, or just to give a nice glow to your face if your face is feeling a bit dull. And it does do that. I will swatch it for you. It is a nice, subtle apricot golden glow. But it does give a nice glow to the skin. But again, you can dust that all over the face, but I found that when I used it, that I preferred to put it like on the cheekbones here, across the bridge of the nose, places that the sun would naturally hit, just to give a glow in those areas. And then the last one that I'm going to show you, well, because there's only 3 in the palette, so I'm going to show you 3, is Dim Light. Dim Light is, to me, is the most similar to the Diffused Light as far as the shimmer goes. So if you notice, it's more of a satin, and the others are more of a shimmer. So this one I do feel like could be used all over the face. But this has like more of a pink tone. So even though it's called Dim Light, it's not as pink as this. It's more of like a subdued, I guess, pink here. It's really hard to describe, but on my skin when I show it, you know, it shows up a little bit pink. And I feel like it can be dusted all over. It would be really good for somebody, again, to maybe brighten your complexion. Pink is really good for doing that. And yeah, it's supposed to give the effect of dim light. I don't really know about that. I haven't really studied lighting, so I can't really tell you. But it does kind of help to blur out a few things, I guess, if you were looking for something to blur and to maybe pick up light a little bit and just to give a nice complexion. So that powder is really good for it. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the Diffused Light that I have just to compare. And again, it's like a yellow base tone. And here it is. That's a thick swatch of it. But as you can see, it's kind of more satin. The others are definitely more shimmery. And that one, to me, if I just kind of do it out, it works better as an all-over powder, at least on my skin, with the yellow, you know, with the yellow in it. So all of these powders are really nice. They all serve their different purposes. But I think overall this is a pretty good thing to get. But if you're getting it because you think it's a really great value and you're getting a lot for your money, you really aren't, because the weight for, let's see, the weight for the Diffused Light, you get 10 grams of product. In this one, you get 3.3 grams times 3, so just under 10 grams of product. This one, I believe, costs about $48, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put the prices of things below. But this one I'm pretty sure costs $48 by itself. But this entire palette here costs $58. So you're actually getting a little bit less product for more money. So you're not getting a value with this. But if you did want to kind of dabble in and try out some of the powders, this is a great way to be able to try out the different powders. So overall, I think this is a great product to have. If you are someone who likes a nice glow to your skin, I would definitely say go for this. If you prefer to have a really matte finish, no glow, you're probably not going to like these. I think that if you are somebody who has aging skin, you're getting a little bit older and you're afraid of highlighters, I think that this is also a nice way to go because it still gives you that nice glow to your skin without making you look like a disco ball. These powders are also finely milled, that they go on effortlessly, and they do really have that really nice airbrush look. So overall, I think they're great products, but if you're looking for a value by getting the other kit, you're not really going to get the value. So that was a little bit misleading. So if you kind of look, kind of compared, you know, so obviously the packaging is different, but as you can see, the amount of powder that you get, you know, 3 of these powders pretty much equals 1 of these powders. But it's really nice to add to the collection. Like I said, this is also great for travel. If you wanted maybe a couple of different highlighters or powders to choose from, this would be really travel friendly, I think. So I think overall this is really great. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. The next thing that I'm going to be reviewing on my channel this week are the Laura Mercier eyeshadows from the new artist palette that came out for the holiday season. I haven't really had a chance to dabble in those a whole lot, but I will be working with those in the next couple days and putting up a review in the next week. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye!